Hello students, in the last video we will discuss about the phase rules, and in that case we will discuss about the terminologies used in the phase rules. That means the degree of freedom, number of components and number of phases, and how to calculate the number of phases, how to predict the how many components are present in the given systems. All that things we have covered in the last video. So I hope all of you understand all these things and note down all the related things in your notebook also. So dear students, today I am going to discuss the next syllabus of or next topic of our syllabus, that is the phase diagram. The definitions of phase diagram is not necessary because this is the graphical representation of the equilibrium system. This is the graphical representation of the equilibrium systems. Okay, so I think this phase diagram, the definitions of this phase diagram is not necessary, but still we have to know what is the definitions, or if suppose questions may ask like that, they define the phase diagram, then your answer should be like that. The curve, this is the graphical representation, the curve, or we can say this is the graph of pressure against temperature. It's plotted, it's known as the phase diagram. Suppose I am writing like that, the plot of pressure against or versus, I can say pressure versus temperature, which indicates the equilibrium of the system, of the given system, we can say of the given system. This plot is known as a phase diagram. This plot is also known as a phase diagram. So this is the simple graphical representations of given system, and from this diagram we can predict where the if temperature is increased, then what happens in the given system, or if the pressure is increased or decreased, what happens in the equilibrium, or what will changes in the equilibrium state. So these informations will be we get from these graphical representations. So I have plotted this phase diagram only for one component systems, and in the one component system I am selecting the water system. One component system means what? There is only one component. So as we know, in the last video we were discussed the water system has a 3 phases and one component, and the equilibrium is we have write like that: ice is in equilibrium with water, and this water is in equilibrium with what? Vapors. This water is in equilibrium with vapors. This is the example of water systems, and this is one component system because only a single component is present in this system. That's why we can say this is the one component system. Okay, so one component means what? Ice is made up from water molecules. So here is also H2O, water. This is also water in liquid form. This is also made up from what? Water molecules, and this vapors from the water molecules is also made from H2O. So here is also H2O in the 3 stages, or in the 3 states, because ice exists in the solid state, this water exists in a liquid state, and this vapor exists in a gaseous state. So these 3 states made from what? H2O molecule, that is the single molecules or single components. So this system is known as a one component system. This system is known as a one component system. And so one component systems, we have choose the example of this to draw the phase diagram of one component system. We have choose the water systems, or system is made from the water molecules, that is one component system. Okay, so this is the plot of pressure versus temperatures. On this case, we have to understand what will happen if the temperature and pressure will get changed, what happens, and what this the here is sorry here is B sorry C, what happens when the equilibrium is exist or not, or just like that. Okay, so let us discuss the one by one all these things. Okay, so this curves the point O, this point is known as a triple point. The point O is also known as a triple point. Why triple point? Because at this point this water molecule is in equilibrium with ice and vapors. That means three phases are present at that point. That's why we can say this point, that means O, is indicates the triple point. That means the equilibrium is like that, ice, water and vapors. So here is three phases. That means here is three phases are in equilibrium. Three phases are in equilibrium. So that point is known as a O. That point is known as a triple point. So we can say this is the triple point. Okay, so ice, water and vapors. As we know, in the last video we have covered the degree of freedom, that means the phase rule, like that P plus 2. This is this mathematicals, or we can say this is the equation of the phase rule. From this base we can predict the how many degree of freedoms are present in the this point O, this point O. So simple, I have put this value of the what P is what P is how many P's, 3 is P, that means the how many phases are present, 3 phases are present, and C is what, that number of component is 1, number of component is 1. So when I calculate this F upon what 1 minus number of phases are 3 and plus 2, I will get the answer 0. I will get the answer 0. I will get the answer 0. Okay, so this is the this system. At that point we can say that point is a non-variant point. That point is known as a non-variant point. That means that means that point is known as a non-variant, because we don't have a variant. If suppose one variant is there, then we can say monovariant. If suppose two variant is there, then we will say these are the bivariant. But at the point of O, that means the triple point, three phases are present, one component system. That's why when I calculate by using the phase rule, the number of freedom is 0. That's why we can say this is the non-variant. That means there is no changes. If I change the temperature, if constant temperature and constant pressure, I will get the 0 degree of freedom, and at that point this type of equilibrium is exist. This type of equilibrium is exist at the point of O. Okay, so this point is I have covered in the up to that triple points. What is the triple point? At that point how many phases are present? Three phases are in equilibrium state. So we can say these are the triple points. So we can say, okay, now the next is, here is the ice, here is the water, here is the vapors of water molecules. So what the curve O and C, what it indicates? What it indicates? If suppose I wanted to ice, and if suppose I am making a temperature, this is the 0.0075. At the triple point how many temperature is there? 0.0075 degrees Celsius, and the atmospheric pressure or pressure of the system is what? 4.58 mm. 4.5 mm. At that point we have to add one other point is here. This is the first, you have to write all these things in point wise. So the point O this is the point O is known as a triple point. At that point, 3 phases and 1 component is, the component's number of C is 1, and from that case we have to calculate the phase rule. By using phase rules, the number of degree of freedom is what? 0. So that's why we can say these are the non-variant systems at the point of O, and at that point the pressure is what? 4.5 mm, and temperature is what? 0.0075 degree Celsius. This is the temperature. This is the calculated value. That's why I am writing directly 0.075 degree Celsius and 4.58 mm pressure, millimeter pressure. Okay, this is the related to the point of O. This is the related to the point O. Now I wanted to make this temperature is 0 here, temperature is 0 here, and temperature is 0 here, and 1 atmospheric pressure. If suppose I wanted to make like that 0 degree Celsius, I am decreasing the temperature up to 0 degree Celsius and increasing the somewhat amount atmospheric pressure, increasing the somewhat amount of atmospheric pressure, that is the 1 atmosphere pressure. At that point the equilibrium is exist between what? Ice and water molecule. At this point this equilibrium exists between what? Ice and water. So point number O is covered here. Next point is what? Point curve O to C. Point O to C. This curve is also known as freezing curve or melting point curve, because if when I increase the temperature by maintain the pressure of that system, that is the 1 atmosphere, when I increase the temperature, this ice gets converted into liquids, that means solid get converted into liquid. That's why we can say this is the melting point curve. So at that point, if suppose I am decreasing the temperature from 0.075 degree Celsius to 0 degree Celsius and increasing the atmospheric pressure to 8.1 atmospheric pressure, at that point what happens? This ice is equilibrium with water molecules, that means the O and C. This curve O and C indicates the equilibrium between what? Ice and what? Water. Ice and water is in liquid form. So there are a number of phases. How many number of phases are present in this? 2 phases, only 2 phases. Ice is solid and this water is in liquid form. So number of phases is what? How many number of phases? Only 2. And number of C, that means the number of component is how many? Because of this is water molecules, this water system, so the number of component is 1. Suppose when I calculate the by using phase rule, C upon P plus 2, I will get the answer like that. C is 1 minus 2 plus 2. 1 minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 1, is equal to 1. The number of degree of freedom is how many? 1. F is equal to 1. So I can say this is the monovariant. This is the monovariant point. That point is known as a monovariant point. That point is known as a monovariant point. If when I increase the temperature, is here, pressure is constant. That means 1 atmospheric pressure is constant, taking constant, and I am just increasing the temperature. So just like that, this is the beaker. Suppose this is the beaker. Here is the burner. This beaker contains water molecules. It may be in solid form, it may be in liquid form. So this is the ice, this may be in ice form or this may be in liquid form. When this is the pistons, by using these pistons I wanted to increase the pressure, but at that time I wanted to increase only temperature. Pressure is constant here. I am not increasing or decreasing the pressure, but increasing temperature. So what happens? Like that, this is the 100 degrees Celsius temperature at 1 atmospheric pressure. That means this is the point, and at this point this point is in equilibrium with waters and vapors. This point is in equilibrium with what? 100 degrees Celsius, 1 atmospheric pressure. This is the what? This water is equilibrium with vapors molecules. That means this curve is known as a boiling point. Curve number 3rd. Point number, we have covered the point what? O point. After that, curve number O to C, and now we wanted to cover the curve number O to C. Curve O to C, sorry, O to A. This curve is also known as boiling point curve, or we can say this is the vapor pressure curve. Vapor pressure curve. At the 100 degrees Celsius, at the temperature when was increasing the temperature, pressure is taking a constant or keeping constant pressure. At that time, this at the 100 degrees Celsius, what will happen? This water is equilibrium with what? Vapors. And what happens if when I calculate the number of degree of freedom, that means F is equal to C minus P plus 2. Here is P, value of P is what? 2, and number of C is what? 1. So when I substitute the value of C minus 2 plus 2, okay, what we will get? This is also 1. So we can say this is also monovariant system. Monovariant curve. We can say this is the monovariant curve. This is also monovariant curve. Okay, so this is the keeping constant the pressure, and pressure is constant, just increasing the temperature. I am increasing only temperature. When I decreasing, another possibility is present in this diagram. Second possibility is also present in this diagram. Possibility is what? First possibility is what? Temperature is pressure is constant, but increasing. I am increasing the temperature. I am increasing the temperature. So what happens? This vapors, water or liquid, get converted into vapor state. But another possibility is there. What? When I taking constant temperature, when I make the temperature, keep the constant temperature, sorry, I am taking 0 degrees Celsius, but I am increasing this pressure only. Pressure, I am increasing the pressure, I will get this point. At that point, what will happen? This ice get converted into vapor. That means temperature is constant. The liquid water get converted the ice get converted into liquid. This ice get converted into liquid. 0 degrees Celsius pressure, I am increasing the pressure. At the somewhat point, what will happen? This solid ice gets converted into what? Liquid water. That will convert it into liquid water. So from this diagram, we can predict how the changes will happen when I increasing the temperature, when I increasing the pressure. What will happen when I increasing the temperature by taking constant pressure? What will happen? This liquid water get converted into vapor state, but when I keep the constant temperature and increasing the pressure, at that point what will happen? This solid ice gets converted into vapor state. So this informations we will get from this phase diagram, how the changes takes place when increasing the temperature and pressure. Now curve O to B, curve O to B, we have covered the point O. After that O to C is the melting point curve or freezing point curve, we can say this. And after that we have covered the point curve from O to A. This curve is known as boiling point curve or vapor pressure curve, and this at that point what will happen? Water is in liquid form is equilibrium with what? Vapors. And from this by using phase rule we have to calculate the degree of freedom, or number of degree of freedoms is 1. That means we can say this is the monovariant system. This is the monovariant system. Monovariant system, why monovariant system? Because of F is equal to 1, that is degree of freedom is 1. What will happen here? We have to taking a constant pressure, only we are increasing temperature, only we are increasing the temperature, not a pressure. That's why we will say here number of degree of freedom is what? 1. That means the monovariant curve. That means the monovariant, only one variant we are increasing or decreasing. Second variant is pressure. We are not increasing or decreasing the pressure, only keep the constant pressure, and we are increasing only what? One single variant, that is temperature. That's why this system is known as a monovariant curve, or this curve is known as a monovariant curve. Okay, now curve O to B. Curve O to B. This is very important. Curve O to B. O to B, this curve is also known as a sublimation curve. Sublimation curve. You know the meaning of sublimation. Sublimation is meaning what? That solid is directly converted into vapor state, not in a liquid, and after this, because every solid is get converted into liquid, after that they get converted into what? Vapor state. Okay, but if suppose ice is directly get converted into vapor state, that curve is known as a sublimation curve, and that will happens when we are decreasing the pressure and decreasing the temperature. When we are decreasing the pressure and decreasing the what? At this point, suppose I am decreasing the temperature up to minus 10 degrees Celsius. Here is the minus 10 degrees Celsius, and pressure is decreasing from this 1 atmosphere to minus 10 atmosphere. Let's say minus 10 atmosphere. I am taking this on approximately. So minus 10 atmosphere. At that point, after I decreasing the pressure and decreasing the temperature, I will get this point, and at that point what will happen? This ice gets converted into vapor state only, and this vapors, this curve is known as a sublimation curve, and because of the ice is in solid form, and this ice get directly converted into vapor state. At that point, what will takes place? What will exist? Ice is in equilibrium with vapors. Ice is in equilibrium with vapors. So by using phase rules, we have to calculate the number of degree of freedom is like that. F is equal to C minus P plus 2. Okay, this is the equation of phase rule. So C is what? Number of component is 1, and P is what? Number of phases are 2. So when I calculate the degree of freedom like that plus 2, I will get the answer like that, and this is also monovariant system. This is also monovariant system. This is also monovariant curve, monovariant curve. Okay, so this will happens after when I calculate like that way. Okay, so all these things at the point of this, the point A and C, the atmospheric pressure 118 mm and 374 degrees Celsius. At that point, the only vapor state is exist. That's why we can say this is the very important informations we'll get from the phase diagram. I hope I have covered all the things, and some points are I am missing some points. So if you have any query related to the which informations indicates from phase diagram, simple, on the basis of phase diagram we can calculate we can predict where is the equilibrium exists. This is the first thing. Second things, when I keep the constant temperature and increasing the pressures, what will happen? That means the variable I will change in pressure and change in temperature. When I change the temperature and pressures, what will happen? Ice molecule is in liquid form or in vapors form. This informations will get from this phase diagram. Okay, so in the boiling point, we will get the boiling point of water molecules or any other liquid or any solid molecules from the phase diagram. So this informations will get from the phase diagram. So this is the very important informations for the physical conversion of the ice, water and any other chemical compounds. So only physical conversion or physical information, physical chemistry of the ice and water molecules or any other chemicals will get the physical properties. Physical properties are changed by changing the temperature and pressure. This informations will get from the phase diagram. I hope I have covered all the things, that is the phase diagram or one component system. This system is, and for the one component system I have choose the as an example of water systems. So I hope all of you must have understand all these things, and if you have any query related to the phase diagram, you can contact me. Thank you very much.